Good morning. It's 9 a.m. here. It's green and it's beautiful. And I have a story for you from the Bible that I think you would really enjoy. A story where good was returned for evil and how beautifully it turned out. Open with me the Bible on 2 Kings chapter 6, beginning with verse 8. Now, the king of Syria was making war against Israel, and he consulted with his servants, saying, "My camp will be in such and such a place." You see, in this verse it says that the king of Syria was making war against Israel. Is there anyone that is making war to you? Is there anyone that is trying to attack you? Let's see how the story unfolds. And the men of God sent to the king of Israel, saying, "Beware that you do not pass this place, for the Syrians are coming down there." Then the king of Israel sent someone to the place of which the men of God had told him. Thus he warned him, and he was watchful there, not just once or twice. So this king of Syria was making plans, but the man of God was telling the king of Israel how to prevent that harm, or how to prevent that attack from happening. Just warning the king of Israel what the king of Syria was plotting. Therefore, the heart of the king of Syria was greatly troubled. What if every secret you said would come out in the open right away? You would be disappointed, wouldn't you? Well, so was the king of Syria. He said, "What is going on? Who is not being faithful to me?" Let's see what he said. Now the heart of the king of Syria was greatly troubled by this thing, and he called his servants and said to them, "Will you not show me which of us is for the king of Israel?" And one of his servants said, "None, my lord, O king, but Elisha the prophet who is in Israel tells the king of Israel the words that you speak in your bedroom." Would you be comfortable with that? For others to know what you say even in the privacy of your bedroom? This king, no wonder his heart was greatly troubled. But he was planning to do evil, to attack. So let's see what happened. So he said, the king of Syria, "Go and see where he is, that I may send and get him." And it was told him, saying, "Surely he is in Dothan." You would think that if the king knew that this prophet knew every word that came out of the king's mouth, he would use a different strategy. But he said, "Go get him," as if Elisha wouldn't know that the king sent for him. But let's move forward. Therefore he sent horses and chariots and a great army there. And they came by night and surrounded the city where the prophet was. Do you feel surrounded sometimes? Do you feel like there's no way out? Let's see if there was a way out for the men of God. And when the servant of the men of God arose early and went out, there was an army surrounding the city with horses and chariots. And his servant said to him, "Alas, my master, what shall we do?" So he's looking around and he sees all this great enemy army ready to get them. And apparently there was no way out. So he answered, Elisha answered, "Do not fear." And you know, these words, "do not fear," are all over the Bible. And Jesus repeated them so many times. Do not fear. The world is full of anxiety and fear. But you who trust in God, do not fear. So the prophet tells the young man, do not fear. I know the numbers look great that are against you. I know they are about to attack us, and they have all the skills and they have all the tools to hurt us, but they're not going to touch us or harm us. So the prophet answered, do not fear, for those who are with us are more than those who are with them. Would you be comforted if someone told you those who are with you are more than those who are trying to hurt you? And Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray, open his eyes that he may see. Then the Lord opened his eyes, the eyes of the young man, and he saw. And behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire all around Elisha. You know, you have people, you have forces, heavenly forces ready to defend you. Angels that you cannot see. They're all around you. So when the Syrians came down to him, Elisha prayed to the Lord and said, strike these people, I pray, with blindness. And he struck them with blindness according to the word of Elisha. Now Elisha said to them, to the army, this is not the way, nor this is the city. Follow me, and I will bring you to the man whom you seek. But he led them to Samaria. So it was, when they had come to Samaria, that Elisha said, Lord, open the eyes of these men, that they may see. And the Lord opened their eyes, and they saw. What did they see? What did they saw? They saw themselves surrounded. Those who surrounded others were surrounded themselves from all sides. And they were inside Samaria, the city that they wanted to attack. All of a sudden, they were in the middle of it. The predators, the attackers became the prey. Now was their chance to destroy them, right? Israel's chance. Now when the king of Israel saw them, he said to Elisha, my father, shall I kill them? Shall I kill them? But he answered, you shall not kill them. You see, often in this world you may encounter the tendency to answer evil with evil. He did this to me, then I'll show him. Have you heard this before? Where I'll do him worse, he will remember me. This is not the way God is teaching us to deal with our enemies. The prophet said, no, do not kill them. Well, they were about to kill us. I know. Do not kill them. Would you kill those whom you have taken captive with your sword and your bow? Set food and water before them. In other words, give them something good that they can enjoy. Set food and water before them, that they may eat and drink and go to their master. Then he prepared, I like this sentence here. Then he prepared a great feast for them. Imagine your enemy coming to attack you, and you set the table with delicious food and drink for them to eat, drink, and go home. Then he prepared a great feast for them, and after they ate and drank, he sent them away, and they went to their master. So the bands of Syrian raiders came no more into the land of Israel. I hope you enjoyed this story as much as I did. May God bless you.